What's up, y'all? Cuddy233 back at y'all with another video, man. And today I'm bringing y'all one of my dream builds. You know what I'm saying? This is the second dream build that I got, and this goes all the way back to 2K17. I wanted to make the ultimate slasher, right? Now you probably thinking the ultimate slasher is somebody who gets like a bunch of contact dunks, right? No, that's not the ultimate slasher I'm thinking about. When people think of slashers, they think contact dunks, right? But here's the thing, slashers aren't all about contact dunks. Slashers are just about finishing. Finishing at the rim, doing close shots, floaters, contested layups, and just layups in general, and contact dunks too. You know what I'm saying? I want all of that in one. Now, the further thing that I want in this ultimate slasher, I want him to be able to have elite playmaking. I want him to barely get ripped. I want him to have handles on par with Kyrie. You know what I'm saying? And I want him to be able to run point guard, be able to pass like magic. You know what I'm saying? So you're probably thinking, okay, so you want a slashing playmaker. No, I want a slasher. You know what I'm saying? I want the name to say slasher. You know what I'm saying? And I want him to be able to shoot too. I want him to be able to have a 3-point shot that you cannot sleep on, and I want his mid-range to be killer, assassin-like. And the way you do that is with this playmaking pie chart right here, right? I told y'all, I only make rare builds, or I make builds that are clickbait. You know what I'm saying? Builds that you don't really see people having. You know what I'm saying? So with this playmaking pie chart, I'm gonna have 99 ball control. My layup is gonna be a 90 plus. You know what I'm saying? You're probably looking at it now like, Cam, that's in the 80s. But look, once you get to the to 99, that's gonna be a 90 plus. You know what I'm saying? My slashing playmaker has a 91 driving layup when he's a 99.9, and a 90 when he's a regular 99. You know what I'm saying? So that's gonna be good. Now I always go with the fourth one, I think. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I always go with the fourth pie chart, just because it's the most balanced. You get the most vertical, you get the most, you get the speed to where you can have a 99 when you get higher, and you have a beastly acceleration. You want to max this out, max that out, max out your dunk. Now, my original build, I already made this build. You know what I'm saying? I'm already working on it now. I went with 14 shooting badges on the original one, but for this one, I went 13. You know what I'm saying? Just because I wanted 11 defense. You know what I'm saying? That's how I would have made it if I redid it. I'll always make a certain mistake when I make these builds, but it's not a mistake that's worth really going back and changing. You know what I'm saying? But for y'all, you know what I'm saying? I got 13 shooting for y'all and 20 playmaking. That's more than enough. And then your defense is gonna be elite too, because once you get up into the 90s, your defense is gonna go into the 80s. You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna be basically kind of like a two-way, depending on if you have the same lineup as me. My brother Rio has, I think he's been using defensive leader. So when he has that badge on, it basically turns me into like a mini two-way. And then Barry, he's a two-way now. He has a two-way playmaking shot creator. So if he runs defensive leader on Hall of Fame, you know what I'm saying, which is basically like floor general for defense, he'll basically turn me into a lock too. And that's even better for my tempo pusher, because they'll turn him basically into a pure lock. But anyways, man, this is what you want to do. Shorten the arms a little bit, make him 6'5", pick, slash, and takeover, and boom, you got a slasher. Now, I only pick slash and takeover because that 90 layup that you get, it's gonna boost that, and plus you can't keep a 99.9 in this game for some reason. I don't know, like everybody has trouble keeping a 99.9, and you get elite contact dunks with this. When you hit 99.9, you get that 85. But since I know I'm not gonna be sticking with that 85 a lot, I picked the slash and takeover to boost my dunk throughout the game, so I can always have an 85 drive and dunk and a 91 plus layup. You know what I'm saying? I can still have my animations, because now, since after that demigod glitch was patched, if you don't have 99.9 and it takes away those 85 contact dunks. You know what I'm saying? But if you have the rating, you know what I'm saying, with this slash takeover, I'm always gonna have that rating because all I gotta do is dunk. So I'm gonna still have my animations, my live animations, and I'm gonna be good. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's why I went slash and takeover. Now I could have went with the playmaking takeover, but the only reason why I don't go with the playmaking takeover, because the only way to get an ankle breaker on that build is to do snatchbacks, and it doesn't really help you that much with scoring either. Now I'm a person where I'm a passer when I need to be, I'm a scorer when I need to be. And shot creating takeover, I had that with my slash and playmaker. Slash and playmaker forced that shot creating takeover. I mean, forced me to be a ball hog. You know what I'm saying? Because you need to score a majority of the points to get a 99.9 with that. So I have to be a ball hog with that takeover. Slash and takeover allows me to be a facilitator and be a scorer at the same time, because I can get a bunch of assists, but the fact that I dunk the ball and I lay up the ball a couple of times, I'm still gonna keep my 99. It's a hella easy to keep 99 with that. Plus, if I'm doing 1v1s and stuff, this helps me out better than the playmaking takeover, because I get plus 10 with ball control, just like the playmaking takeover, but I get plus 10 with layups, plus 10 with dunks, plus 5 with my shooting. So that means I'm gonna have like a 78 or a 79 3-pointer at 99. That plus 5 is gonna put me in the 80s, bro. So I'm basically a play shark, or a play slashing shark. You know what I'm saying? So that just makes me that much more OP. I made this build to be the best scorer it can be and be a facilitator at the same time. You know what I'm saying? And I wanted it to say slasher to clickbait people, so people think I'm a regular slasher. You know what I'm saying? I told y'all, like I said, I only make rare builds or I make clickbait builds. I want you to think I'm something that I'm not, so I can surprise you with some other shit. You know what I'm saying? So this is the build for that. Finishing. You know what I'm saying? Contact finisher gold, must, because you're a slasher. Not teardrop. Slithery finisher, gold, that's a must. And from there, this is where shit gets a little tricky, because I switched from Giant Slayer. Like, I use Giant Slayer, I do. I like Giant Slayer, but I also switch from Acrobat to Giant Slayer a lot. But first and foremost, here's the badge that y'all didn't expect. Teardropper, bro. Teardropper is a life saver. When I'm running 1v1s, I'm using Teardropper, bro. Like, for real, I'm using Teardropper. Even if I'm in the wreck running 5s, I'm running Teardropper, because these shits are OP. Nobody does floaters, nobody does runners, nobody does teardroppers at all. And if you a slasher, bro, these are hella OP, especially if you have something on like floater specialist or Steph Curry layup package, bro. He throws the ball up so high and it's hard to contest, it's hard to block. Bro, use teardropper. If you're a slasher and you have a 90+ layup, use teardropper, bro. I promise you, it's one of the best badges you can have. It's a sleeper badge, bro, I'm telling you. Now back to Acrobat and Giant Slayer. Sometimes I run Acrobat because it helps me out with hop steps and Euro steps. People like to run fancy footwork, but fancy footwork don't do shit besides stun your defender, and it don't even stun your defender that often. It's like ankle breaker. You know what I'm saying? It only works ever so often. How you think fancy footwork works, Acrobat works like that. So you think fancy footwork makes your layup faster or makes your layups and stuff more effective? No, Acrobat does that. Acrobat doesn't make your hop steps faster or your Euro steps faster, but it makes you more successful. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I do a spin layup, a Euro step, or a hop step layup or whatever, and you kind of contest it, I'm most likely gonna make it just because I got that. I'm more likely to make it because I have that Acrobat badge. People think fancy footwork does that, but it's really Acrobat that does that. So go with Acrobat and Giant Slayer. You know what I'm saying? Those are must-have badges. Sometimes I run this on bronze, and then I run Giant Slayer on silver. You know what I'm saying? But for the sake of the video, I'm gonna just put Giant Slayer on gold and call it a day. The rest of these badges is okay. Limitless Finisher is nice too, so don't sleep on that either. But that's the badge setup I would use. You know what I'm saying? Shooting, quick draw, obviously. Quick draw on gold is a must. You know what I'm saying? Range extender, a must. You know what I'm saying? Green machine, a must. And when you get hot zones, that's a must. Now I got 14 on mine. Like I said, I got 14 shooting on mine. So I got 2 extra badges that I could be using. But I just don't know what to use it on. You know what I'm saying? Some people tell me to use volume shoot. I see in some videos where they tell us to use volume shooter. They tell us to use hot start, dead eye, corner specialist, and things like that. But some of these is like I can't use because I'm a pure ISOer. You know what I'm saying? Or either that, or I'm running the point guard, you know, picking and rolling and stuff. Because I run pick and roll with only certain people though. You know what I'm saying? I don't run it with everybody. We gotta have the utmost chemistry to run pick and roll, bro. Because otherwise, it's gonna be some bullshit that's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Anywho, sometimes I use difficult shots though. Difficult shots is my go-to badge because, like I said, this build has an 80 plus mid-range. So you're basically like a low budget shot creator. You like a great value Walmart shot creator. That's basically what you are. You know what I'm saying? And with my 14, I can use difficult shots on silver. So until then, I'm gonna use that. And maybe y'all leave some comments on what badges I should be using besides difficult shots. Y'all might tell me to use Deadeye or something. Y'all just tell me and I'll try out some shooting badges or whatever. But for the sake of the video, doing my career nation and shit, we just gonna do that, you know? So playmaking, obviously handles for days is a must. Quick first step is definitely a must. That's the first badge I always max out. I always get quick first step. I don't put handles for days that high. I usually have it on silver or gold. Space Grader, I always had it on Hall of Fame. Unpluckable, you don't need it that high. Just put it on bronze, you cool. And bailout, I always have my bailout hella high. And yeah, sometimes I have my bailout on silver though. Sometimes I have my bailout on silver and I have my dimer on gold. You know what I'm saying? Just to help out my teammates. But for the majority of the time, I have my bailout on gold. Now for clamps, get Intimidator and Tireless Defender. I realize is a great badge to have. You know what I'm saying? So I use that on all of my builds. And then I have Pickpocket, you know, on silver. You can do that. Or you can do Rim Protector to help you out at the rim. Now I know what you're thinking. You're a point guard using Rim Protector? Bro, trust me, it come in hella handy, bro. Hella handy when these other slashers get the paint mashing or these bigs get the paint mashing. You get some good animations and shit, bro. So trust me on that. Now I know what some of y'all thinking. Can I make this build 6'6"? Yes, you can make this build 6'6", but it's not gonna be as fire. You still gonna get that 80 dunk at eventually, but your shooting ain't gonna be as fire as me. You know what I'm saying? You gonna have the same shooting stats, but from what I experienced, because I made this build before at 6'6", it didn't shoot as good. But if I was young, I would have sharpshooting takeover on it just to make it more clickbaitish. You know what I'm saying? To make you shoot even better. You know. But yeah, man, this is my ultimate slasher. I love y'all. I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.